Hi you guys, how are you? I want to thank you guys for joining me, and for those of you who follow me, I want to make you aware that I'm finally done with my Archangel Michael meditation, and it'll be available at Amazon, and I've provided a link below with all my meditations. Be aware that there is a meditation in there, which is the chakra meditation, which has the one that says bundle has multiple information. But if you just want the meditation, click on meditation just to buy the meditation alone. And also my angel art is available at Redbubble, which has the most updated art, and Zazzle, but Redbubble has the most updated art on there. And so I want to thank you guys for joining me. Now, my angels were guiding me to do a new video. Actually, they've said, we need to start again from the beginning. Some of you guys have seen my information as far as creating your own angel essence, making your own angel altar, how to cleanse the area around your house. That way you start having an angelic atmosphere around you. So that still is very important if you want to learn to keep a constant higher vibration, for you to cleanse the area. You don't have to have crystals, but I like to keep crystals because they're tangible, and the more you start meditating and the higher your vibration will be, you'll start feeling energy, and you will feel the energy from the crystals, and that'll help you get to the altered state of awareness so that you can have your angel communication. You don't have to use crystals, but crystals do have certain properties that help opening you up. For example, opening your third eye, your throat chakra, clearing blocks and things of that sort. So if you want one crystal, I would suggest the quartz. That is the universal or the master crystal. You can actually program it to do whatever you'd like. So if you're going to start with any, I would suggest starting with the quartz crystal. So the reason I decided to do this is I'm going to start, and I'm going to do it like a workshop. My guardian angels have asked me to start a workshop, and I feel that the easiest way to do a workshop is to do it through YouTube. Along with this information that I'm going to be giving you is we're going to do a small meditation to help you sense your angel and to sense your angel sign when your angel is with you. For example, right now I'm feeling my angel. My angel sign is I'm constantly feeling a cold chill vibration on my left side, on this area right here. I feel a chill, tingling, mild contraction, and that lets me know that my angel's with me. I also feel it on my back, down my back. So that's always when I know that I'm being guided. My angels want me to tell you something, like right now they're sending me the signals. That always sets off, it goes off. If I wanted to know if what I was hearing or feeling was right, I ask, is this the information you want? Is this what you would like me to do? And if I get that signal, I know that I'm headed towards the right path. So we'll discover how you can get your own angel signal. And so the first thing they wanted me to tell you is, so I'm going to start doing one a week or every other week. That depends if I go trucking with my husband. My husband's a truck driver. I will try to do one before going with him. Okay, so that way we always have, and I will do what my angels ask me to do, what they want me to talk to you about. If you have seen, I do have angel meditations, but there's a lot more than just angel meditations. I don't just want to, with the help of my angels, give you a meditation and set you off your merry way. There's a lot to learn and a lot to know about the angels that they want me to share with you, not just meditation. So I'm doing that starting today. Um, the first thing they'd like for me to tell you, and what they were emphasizing for me, is before we go into learning to sense them and everything, is to make you aware that they are always with you. And some of you guys are aware of this, that they are always with you. They don't judge you. That they love you unconditionally, hold no judgments against you, and they rejoice when you connect with them. That is very important that you get that across, because there's a lot of people who feel that they're not worthy, that they're not loved, that they've sinned too much, or that they've been rebels, and that they don't deserve this. Everybody deserves to be loved by their angel. Everybody deserves to be loved here on earth. Once you start learning to love yourself and realize that you are loved, not only by the angels, but by our Creator, God. And I will call God He, because I know some of you guys call it God She. It's just to make it easier, because most people usually call Him He. And that's what I'll be doing. Or our Creator. You are loved. Once you start getting that understanding, it's like, it's so liberating. You open yourself up. Does that make sense? So it's very important that you are aware of that, and they want you to be aware of that. We are on this earth to learn and grow spiritually, so that we can evolve to a higher vibration, a higher level. If we stayed on the other side in heaven or with the divine, we would grow, and usually how we would grow there is either we would be spirit guides for someone else, or help in some other way, learn, and things of that sort. But it's easier to learn and grow when you come here on earth. And it's through learning and growing, and through going through difficult times, that we grow the quickest, and we can learn to appreciate the good things in life. Without bad, you can't appreciate that which is good. If you have your life smooth all the time, then you might either not appreciate the abundance and the goodness that is with you constant as much as you would if you've gone through bad things. Like me, I have a torn rotator cuff, and now I'm realizing how much I take it for granted. Things of that sort, when you break your arm, then you start realizing, oh my God, I didn't realize how much I use my arm for, or my fingers, or, So that's how it is when we come here on earth. And so we come here to learn and grow. And it's through that learning and growing that we can understand each other. So let's say I had a very difficult childhood and I was physically abused. I can sympathize and understand and know what somebody who's been physically abused, what they're going through, more at a personal level than if I had never been abused. I can sympathize and I can feel bad and I can imagine how horrible it is. But when you've gone through, you've walked in someone's shoes, you understand things better. That's how we're able to be healers, counsel people, understand. That's what we're here for. And it's through all that you have to take and look at it and say, I can change. I don't have to follow that cycle of abuse. Or some people have so much pain that it turns into anger and hate. And that closes you, because what will happen is that anger And hate, it blocks you. You start having ailments and you can get sick. Have you ever worked so much that you've overloaded yourself that you eventually get like a fever or like really sick? This is your body telling you to, you know, relax. Your body decides to take vacation for you. Same thing when you're holding on to that anger. You can turn it into an ailment, and we don't want that. And once you start releasing those blocks, it makes it easier for you to open up to the divine. That's why sometimes you see people that have had so much pain and hurt in their lives that they finally say, okay, I let go. And help me, God. Like they totally release and surrender. And that's when some people have visions and all these things. So they wanted me to talk to you about that. Because there is a lot of people who have all that pain and all that hurt. And that is why I also created the Archangel Michael meditation ended up going a different way. It is a protection, but they ended up guiding me to doing a releasing. And this one, there is releasing, cutting the etheric cords, because sometimes we tend to attach ourselves to certain people. We tend to attach ourselves to our parents, to our loved ones, to somebody we can't get over. For example, if you've gone through a divorce, you know, there's a lot of history there. There's a lot of energy. And you have to learn to release that. If it's holding you down and it's unhealthy for you and you can't move on, then whatever you're attached to, let it be a substance abuse, a fear, a belief system that you know is not healthy and it's not allowing you to move forward, you gotta release that. So Archangel Michael guided me to creating this meditation, and that's the one that's going to be available in Amazon like in 2.5 weeks. But I have a lot more meditations on Amazon and on here. You guys are welcome to do them. And there's even a bath meditation to release. We have to learn to release all that so that we are resonating at a higher vibration to make it easier to connect with your angels. And you also have to look at things as a learning experience. You could either view yourself as a survivor or a victim. And when you look at yourself as a victim, you tend to get angry, you don't move forward, you tend to like, have you ever met somebody and there's always something wrong with them and they always want to make you feel sorry for them, and at first you do feel bad, trust me, you know you do, and after a while it just becomes so like they kind of drain you. You'll have to excuse me, I had a phone call. But as I was saying, you gotta release and see yourself as a survivor and learning from whatever it is that you've gone through, and make sure you don't repeat the process. Or one, you don't repeat the process, and two is you can go around and help people. That's, as I mentioned, how you become a healer, how you can become a counselor or an advocate for someone who's gone through certain things, or start a foundation and things like that. We are meant to go through life through certain things that help us set our path later on in life. And so we want to learn and grow, and remember that we are where we are because we put ourselves there. So we need to take responsibility and accountability for things that go on in our lives. Instead of deflecting it and blaming others, we need to reflect and see where we need to work on things. So let me give you an example. Let's pretend you know someone who is verbally abusive. They don't treat their spouse right. They're verbally abusive to their children because they themselves were abused verbally as children. And they've turned around and blamed their whole childhood and hold all this anger at a certain person, whoever was the abuser. and now they lash out at everybody. And let's say those children are now adults and they are abusive to their parent themselves because that's all they've known. And let's say the spouse cheats on this person because they're abusive to them physically, verbally, always not wanting to be intimate with the person, and things of that sort. And that person is just blaming. Now, it's not right for the children to be treating the parent like that, and it's not right for the spouse to be doing those things to this particular person. But there needs to be change, and everybody would need to go to counseling and learning and growing instead of just blaming people for everything that's going on in their lives. They need to work on things together and use other coping mechanisms instead of lashing out in violence. And they also need to forgive and know that they're not responsible and not blame themselves for everything that's going on as far as their childhood, but they are accountable for the way they are treating their family now. You can't always blame your past on things. You need to move on. You can learn from your past, but not have it be a scapegoat for how you are. If your past was so miserable, you don't want to repeat it, and you don't want others to go through it. That's what I'm talking about. And if the person is acting out and lashing out and they're creating all this negativity, because you are creating negative energy, and if you want to connect with your angels, you have to be at a higher frequency and a more positive. You attract what you put out. Does that make sense? So can you picture the house of that person, and they're always fighting, and there's drugs and alcohol and all this abuse? Do you really think there's going to be positive energy resonating in there? There's probably low energy, and they're feeding off. They're giving it life. So you need to be positive and say, you know, I went through this. It was painful. I want to make sure I don't do this to my family, or learn and grow from it. That's what I'm talking about. And that's very important to let go. That creates blocks, and it stops the high frequency, or it keeps you from having that high frequency. So we need to be a positive. You can write down things you need to let go. And you could do that. I have a bath meditation that's here available on YouTube. You have the Shamuel meditation there too, the chakra meditation that I've made. And there's also going to be the archangel meditation that is available on Amazon. It'll be available within a couple of weeks. It's only 89 cents or 99, 89 to 99. I want to make sure people can connect with the angel. Once you connect with the angels, and some of those of you who have, you'll see that your life is just smoother. It's the most awesome thing. Everything just starts falling into place, going smoother, because you know you have help from the other side. That's always been there. And because of free will, we need to ask and be specific. So they want you to release all that negative, all those blocks, which leads to the Archangel Michael meditation. So, see, they're the ones guiding me through this. So they're like leading me there. And they also want you to know that you are loved. You've never not been loved. You are created from love. You are created from our Creator's energy and image. You resonate with His image and that high frequency. You just need to remember. Does that make sense? We need to get in touch with it again. And it's through feelings and sensations that is the easiest way to connect with the divine. There are some that have their third eye open and their ear chakras open, which is easier for them to connect. But the easiest thing is through sensations. And so I will do a quick meditation to start learning how to feel, because they really emphasize for me to teach you how to feel their presence. And it feels good to know that you're worried about something or you're wanting guidance, and then you get that feeling, you know you're not alone. It's almost like tangible to feel that. So, but know that you are created from our Creator. You are one. His divine light is within you. Therefore, you are divine light within yourself. Do not ever feel that you are not worthy, because as I said, we are here on this earth to learn and grow, and you are loved. That's why some people, when they finally they meditate and they let go, and they all these emotions and love and euphoria comes through, because you feel that you are loved, and you are loved. Everybody is loved. You are created from love. So remember that. Do not feel you're not worthy. And if you do have that Archangel Chamuel meditation, or meditate and speak to your angels and let go, ask Archangel Michael to protect you, and just let go. See, there's more to connecting with your angels than just meditations. There's in-depth, there's learning for your soul, because a lot of us need healing. This earth, everybody in this earth, we need feeling. Some of us don't know what love was or love is. I never knew what love was. Like a lot of people, I had a parent who was always working, and because my father left my mother took it out on us, and it was, we bounced around from people to people. My mom said we kept her held down. We kept her from getting a man, that we were in her way. And she would institutionalize us in places where we were physically abused. And she never said, I loved you. She would, like a lot of people, just come home and take it out on me and my sister, Rose. This is about my brother and Justice. I have a brother and a sister, and I don't know what happened, because as soon as I could leave, I left, and so did my sister. But my brother was very close to her. That's why my sister has a lot of anger towards my mother. But I've learned that if I had not gone through that, I wouldn't be the mother I am today. I made sure I didn't raise my daughter that way and my son that way. I made sure I gave them the love I always wanted. And I told my son, I never knew what love was until I had you. That's when I knew. Even though my husband loves me very much, I still didn't know. I'm like, is this love? I don't know what I'm feeling. Is this what it's meant to be, love? But once I had my son, I knew immediately, and I knew that my husband loved me, and my husband also helped me a lot. So, see, I tell my mother, now my mom's repentful over everything she's done and everything she did do to us. I said, if I had to do it again and I had to choose you as a mother, I'd choose you all over again. Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be the person I am today. So, you see, it's through life. We make decisions, and our decisions put us in certain places. And everything we go through life, if you open up, you can follow your true life path. So I always ask my angels to help me follow my life path. And if they see that I'm steering off, push me back. If I'm not listening, push me back, So we need to do that. So, okay, what we're going to do now is we are going to learn how to sense our angels, and we are going to learn how to receive our angel sign. So, okay, I'm going to close my eyes, and I'd like for you guys to close your eyes and take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the camera closer so you guys hear me, because I tend to go into this mode, and a lot of times I talk really low. So, okay. So I'd like for you guys to close your eyes, and we call upon Archangel Michael to be with us, to protect us, and to ensure that only that which comes from the divine white light comes through and nothing else. We ask that you cocoon us in your protective bubble and cocoon us with your wings. Only that which comes from the divine light can come through and nothing else. So I'd like for you to relax. Close your eyes if you haven't already done so. And I'd like for you to see the brightest fluorescent divine light above you. I'd like for you to see the light touch the top of your head. It touches you like the sun rays touch your skin on a hot summer's day. And it goes in through the top of your head with every inhalation. And with every exhalation, that divine light spreads itself internally through every cell, every inch of your body. You inhale the divine light, and it warms your skin. It lasers itself through your whole body down your spine. And with the exhalation, it spreads itself down your arms and legs. Feel or see this divine light consume you. With every inhalation, the light becomes stronger. And with every exhalation, it radiates brighter, stronger, and further out. This is the divine light, and it is always in you, with you and around you. You are the divine light, and please repeat after me. I am divine light. The divine light is within me. The divine light flows in me and through me. The divine light surrounds me and protects me. Only that which comes from the divine light can come through and nothing else, and have always been one with the divine. I've never been separated, and I am loved by the divine light, for I am love. See that divine light turn pink. You see pinks and whites flowing through you. Feel the love, the divine light is radiating in your heart. That love is you, and it's always been inside of you. And you can always radiate this love to others. I'd like for you to pay attention to the sensations, the divine light that is you and within you, the sensations you are sensing. Do you feel static around you? Or perhaps pressure in your third eye, your forehead, tingling on your crown chakra, the top of your head or throat, tingling in your hands or arms, or like a heat wave pulsating around you. Perhaps you feel chills or static electricity running down your back or spine. Or perhaps you just feel serene and peaceful. You might feel a gentle touch or a spider web-like sensation around you. You might get images of love and peace or colors. And so we call upon your angel and we ask your angel to come near you. And see if you notice a shift in the energy. Ask your angel to allow you to feel their energy so that you know when they're around you. And pay attention. Do you feel warmth in your heart or love? Perhaps a tickling sensation in your heart? Or do you feel static around you? Perhaps you feel something to your right, to your left, behind or in front of you. What do you feel? Ask your angel to amplify that energy so that you learn to feel them and let go. With the more practice you do, the better you get at learning to sense your angel's presence and energy. Let go and just be in the moment. Perhaps your angel is sending you images of colors, love, a gentle scent, a loving memory. Perhaps you see flowers or lights in your mind's eye. Or you feel prickling sensation, chills, warmth, a gentle touch or caress. What do you feel? And now I'd like for you to ask your angel to give you their angel sign. A sign that'll verify that you're being guided. And if you receive something, confirm it. For my sign is pressure on the top of my head on the left side. I get a chill, a gentle compression and prickling, and that is how I know that my angel is guiding me. Perhaps your angel will send you a check mark for yes and an X for no. Perhaps you feel your solar plexus right around your stomach. Perhaps it tightens. Ask your angel to verify your angel sign. If you don't feel anything or receive anything, that is fine. You can ask your angel to work with you in your sleep and to help you remember. Or you can do this exercise again until you get that sign. And thank your angel for being with you and working with you. And know that your angel is always with you. Always by your side. Your best friend. One you can share your secrets and aspirations, your wishes and desires, and guidance. But remember, you too must do your job. You too have to do work on your end. And thank your angel and open your eyes. And the more and more you do this meditation, the easier it'll be for you to feel your angel, to sense your angel. It is always comforting when you feel them, because it makes you feel like you're not alone. And I hope you got your angel sign, and if you didn't, keep practicing. Now don't practice too much, because sometimes you might be concentrating so much that you're not getting it. I don't know if you've heard some of my other vlogs, but sometimes, like, some of us might be trying to focus so much into trying to see an angel that you might be missing the signs that are all around you. Your angel might be nudging you or sending a picture on the television, and you're so busy concentrating and trying to see them that you miss all the signs. It's not important to see them. When they want you to see them, you'll see them. There were times where I just wanted to sit there and watch and see an apparition, and they appear to me when they want me to see them. And it's always a big flash of light, like a big flashlight when somebody takes a picture. That's how I see, or I see sparklers. Of course, I see them in my dreams, and I've heard them singing. It's just the most beautiful singing I've ever heard. And there was a time where I saw one floating. It was such a fluorescent light that it was just sitting there floating for like a few seconds. And I said, now I know why people used to describe them as fire. I can see why. So just relax. You can do the exercise again tomorrow, and I hope I was able to help you. And so I'm gonna do one again next week. I'm gonna ask them to guide me. I'm doing an angel attunement, because every once in a while we need, even I need to be attuned all over again, like release everything, the angel baths, all that helps too. But they've been guiding me to do an angel attunement meditation, so I'm working on that one right now with them. So I want to thank you guys, and remember, you always have an angel with you. You are loved. You are worthy of having that communication and connection with your angel. And start talking to your angel constantly and thank them, and always protect yourself with the white divine light. And thank you, Archangel Michael, for working with us. And I want to thank your angels and you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the meditation and have the ability to start sensing your angels. Thank you, guys. Take care.